What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a debut on the channel. This is a game called Beacon Pines, and the song is called The Heist. This is requested by Garda Lane on Patreon. Thank you. From the channel Bloody Trapland. And I just noticed this pattern. All the requests by this person have like such low views. It's kind of awesome because it means I'm part of a small group that gets to hear it. Anyways, I have no idea what Beacon Pines is. Let me know if you know what this is. Don't know who the composer is. But let's go. The Heist. Live drum set. Mics are pretty far away. They're like, ooh. Straight like coffee shop jazz. Smooth. Feels like a cigar. I don't know what a cigar sounds like, but if someone asked me what a cigar would sound like, The Heist from Beacon Pines. And a little glass of like Jack or something. That bass has a little grit to it. It's got a little slight distortion on it. Cymbals are so open. I'm not sure, but is that the hi-hat open? It sounds live, but it's not. But it sounds live. Maybe it is. No, it's not. Yeah, I think it's the hi-hat. It's closed. All right, short and simple, nice and sweet. So while I look up what this game is, it reminded me of a couple things. First of all, I used to go to a lot of shows in Los Angeles like 10 years ago. Damn, time flies. Well, not shows actually, but like open mics. I actually still wish I frequented them, but I don't. If you've never been, perhaps look up in, like a local open mic next to you, because you never know what you're going to see there, you know? I performed at a lot of them. It's really cool. You know, it's like a chill vibe. Everyone's just hanging out, watching people just perform. The mic is completely open. It could be a singer-songwriter, someone doing like a spoken word, or, you know, beatboxing, anything, really. You just get 5 minutes. Anyways, I've been to a lot of them, and a lot of them are like in you know, coffee shops outside and balconies, or like a patio. You know, they just have different little stages. It's not always like a club or something. Almost never, actually. And there was a couple that this reminded me of, where they were always like either played like in an attic of a restaurant, or like right as soon as you enter, there's like a tiny little stage. It's like this big and somehow fits 3 people with huge instruments. But this is the kind of music I like imagine when I used to go to those. But also just like, you know, a little fancier restaurants where they have background music. This is the kind of stuff they just play, where it's like kind of background music, so you're not paying attention to it. People are not like eating and looking. They're just, once the song ends, they might go like, and then go back to their conversation. So this one gave me like just a straight vibe of that. I didn't even get any gameplay in my head whatsoever. And the other thing it reminded me of was another YouTube channel here that I've mentioned quite a few times already. And I don't even think they know I exist. That's okay. But they deserve like all the recognition, and that's the Consoles, spelled Consouls. As soon as you watch like 5 seconds of a Consoles video, you'll know exactly what I mean when this reminded me of that. All they do is video game covers with like professional jazz musicians, and it all sounds like this. So basically this song wouldn't even be able to be on the Consoles because that's what their style already, unless they made it their own. So shout out the Consoles. That's kind of it though, To be totally honest, when I see this, it's very outside, right? Beacon Pines. It sounds very like a mountain camp or something. Either way, it sounds outside. That song did not sound outside. I think of that song, I think very small space, actually. And cigars. I also thought like a cigar lounge too, which is also very small. And then the characters I can see that music with like this sort of cartoonish style. It probably has like a lot of style, to be honest. Just a very like visual flair type of game. But I don't know what kind of game. I'm about to find out though. And it's called The Heist. That I could see. I could kind of, that sort of Pink Panther theme. Dun, 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 and it's got that sort of that thing. So now that I said those things, now I just think of Sly Cooper. So who knows? Let's see. I looked up the game just now. Rating 10 out of 10. Beacon Pines is a 2020 narrative adventure indie video game developed by Hiding Spot Games and published by Fellow Traveler. I've heard of that name before. The game was released on September 22nd. Adventure game, indie game, casual game. Okay. Composer? So, visual novel? Is that what did I read that right? Matt Meyer was the composer. Let me read a little more, or let's see some pictures. Does look like a visual novel. Oh. Yeah. So it seems like it's very much cartoony and a lot of animals. Speaking animals. Art looks pretty good. Stuff like this. I've never played a narrative-based game. Have I? If you count like Yakuza, I guess. No, but I don't. I'm trying to think of. I don't think I have. Maybe, or parts of games that have it, but I've never full on played like a whole text adventure type game. So let me know, how are they? Are they fun? Oh, that's probably subjective, but you know what I mean? Like, is the writing just have to be so spectacular to keep you going? Because I feel like, not that I require like action in games or something, but I feel like after a while it would get kind of mundane unless the story is so captivating or something. And that's probably why subconsciously I never thought to approach a style like that, because it's not that I'm against reading or anything like, oh, reading. But I feel like, I can only take so much. And a perfect example of this actually came to mind is potential spoiler for Near Replicant, but kind of not really. So you've been warned. There's a section where you read in the forest and that's all you do for a long time. It feels like an hour plus, but it's probably only like 15, 20 minutes. But that's a long time. And I remember during that time, I felt it just taking me out of the immersion, actually, which is weird because when I think I don't know. When I think immersion in reading, I think of a book. You know, not an interactive one style. But that's just me. Maybe if I tried one, they'd be actually pretty amazing. But I just never had the inclination to play a game where it's like mostly text based and you're not doing much with the controller. It's just more of like skip, skip, skip. That's what I assume these are. I've heard of the Somnium Files. That's kind of like that too. But I don't know. Let me know. But either way, Beacon Pines. I have another song I'm going to listen to after this one from the same game. So I'm kind of curious now because if this is the Heist and it has this very jazz-like sound, then it might be just a very specific soundtrack. So it sounds like that because it's a Heist. So I'm going into the next one hoping that it's not jazz-like. Not because I don't like jazz, but I just want to see if like there's some variety of painting the picture of what's going on. So cool. That is Beacon Pines, The Heist. Thank you, Gardelane, for the request. Thanks to everyone that you see here. Cannot be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.